Okay, so part two, Capricorn Rising. So let's start from the 10th house because that's where my spirit's taking me. So, 10th house, right? You got Libra sitting there. So not only are you diplomatic, but you want equality in the workplace, right? Not only do you want equality, like men and women should make the same amount, but if somebody's skills portray that they should make more money, let them make more money for that skill. You know what I'm saying? Capricorn risings with Libra in the fourth house definitely believe in understanding someone's ability or someone's skill when it comes down to work, when it comes down to work ethic. So they are definitely driven to work. This is a place where Capricorn feels comfortable with Capricorn rising and Libra in the 10th house. It feels comfortable to delegate not only work, but understanding the level of work or the level of skill that a person instills within their job or their job title. So with Libra on the rising, you can definitely be or with I'm sorry, Libra on the no, I'm sorry, with Capricorn on the rising and Libra in the 10th house. With Capricorn on the rising, Libra in the 10th house, this can definitely be a person who is focused and driven towards not only equality within the workplace, but equality within the world, equality within how everyone is getting paid or how everyone should be acquiring benefits or resources within their field or within their nature. So this could be definitely you working in any kind of government association because again, like I said, Capricorn on the rising is about structure, it's about boundaries, it's about hierarchy, higher levels. So Libra in the 10th house, this is about being at a higher level or a hierarchy or working within a higher level or hierarchy. So Capricorn on the rising with Libra in the 10th house understands the hierarchy. It understands pay grades and how everything should rise to an occasion or rise to a ladder effect of payment. So when it comes down to that energy within the 10th house, a Capricorn rising with Libra in the 10th house doesn't mind or definitely understands a job or a mission that allows them to climb the ladder. So that it may not be their current, I mean, it may not be their permanent career, but it definitely can be something that allows them to climb the ladder to gain the status. Because Capricorn on the rising definitely is about not only status, but it's about who can I meet, who can I network to gain that status. So with Libra in the 10th house, it's about that networking. It's about meeting those different people so you can not only gain that status, but so that you can sit in a place of comfortability. Because Capricorn at the end of the day is trying to build a foundation or a legacy of comfortability so that they can not only bring themselves through, but bring others through with them. So Capricorn rising is a very diplomatic sign also in that way of not only wanting to achieve these very prestigious levels, but they want to be able to obtain them so that they can bring in the family because Capricorns are all about the family. So with Capricorn on the rising, they definitely think about self first, but it's really a self to it's like a self move to bring everyone else in, right? Like a selflessness, right? But it's definitely on the front end, it's like got to climb to the top. So with that being in your 10th house of Libra, in your 10th house with the Capricorn rising, that's being about self for other people. So it's about selflessness for other people, serving for other people, allowing yourself to serve for other people. So there's many occupations or jobs that allows a Capricorn rising to serve for other people, but allows them to gain that not only interpersonal connection with others, but that network that they need to gain that status by way of helping or seeding seeding the life of others. That's kind of the best way of saying it. So again, like I said, the jobs are endless. Jobs are the amount of possibilities are endless when it comes to jobs. So I definitely wanted to put that out there with Capricorn on the rising, Libra in the 10th. Also, like you love to work, you love your job. This is a person who has to love what they do. You know what I mean? Like you have to be attracted to it. It has to be something that definitely also attracts you in a way, something that you are called to. You know what I mean? Like with Capricorn on the rising and Libra in the 10th. This is something that you are called to do. This is a duty that definitely not only satisfies you, but it satisfies your craving of status and comfortability. All right. So what else? Oh, I didn't cover the 12th house. So let's dive into the 12th house real quick before we go around the wheel. So Capricorn on the rising, then we have Sagittarius in the 12th house. So these are the things that are hidden to you, right? So the 12th house with Sagittarius, this is your beliefs. This is your ability to not only have beliefs and have a structure, ability to have that level of faith, but that level of higher knowledge and understanding. So with Capricorn on the rising, it may have even been tough for you to grasp like higher levels of understanding or knowledge even from a young age, or it may still be a time in your life where it's harder for you to grasp those things, and it just takes longer for you to really understand or bring a supernatural or a spiritual approach to life, because Capricorn risings are very practical, and they are pragmatic when it comes down to problem solving, and when it comes down to looking at the world, because again, that's the rising, right? I'm a Capricorn rising. That's our rising. That's what I was going to say. That's our rising. So when it comes down to looking at the world, it is very practical, and it is looking in a very black and white, very basis. So with Sagittarius in the 12th house, spirituality is something that is not only left behind or something that is hidden or dark or also a way of escapism, but we'll get into that in a second. But it's something that a Capricorn rising isn't very aware of on first knowledge, right? They may have some awareness within their world, not to say that you didn't, grow up or wasn't raised in like a religious household, but I don't mean religion, I mean spirituality and really tapping into the unknown, right? And what I mean by that is really understanding it for what it is. Excuse me, I'm burping on camera and stuff. But anyway, so with Sagittarius being in that 12th house, Sagittarius ruling spirituality, Sagittarius ruling philosophy, as well as long travels, and long travels of the mind, higher education. Those are things that may not be as readily to you, right? And so with that in your 12th house, those are things that even maybe with Sagittarius in 12th house, maybe you went to college and didn't finish. You know what I mean? Like those kind of things of, it's not that you aren't able to understand or to be intellectual, because Capricorn rising is very, very, very much on game and on point. Like, don't even sweat it, don't even do it. But when it comes down to the Sagittarius in the 12th house, again, like I said, that long distance or that higher learning, it may have been something that a Capricorn rising didn't see that was fit. You know what I mean? A Capricorn rising with Sagittarius in the 12th house was like, well, I have to work, I got to pay my bills, school isn't fitting into my schedule, that kind of thing. So it's not that I don't crave knowledge or I don't want to have a higher level of understanding, but I also understand practically that I got to pay these bills, and it's only 24 hours in a day, and everybody do theirs different, but I got to work with mine. So that's very much Capricorn rising kind of thing. Make money, not friends. So again, that also would also say to the Sagittarius in the 12th house that beliefs and belief systems could be something that's a gray area for a Capricorn rising. And it's not that they can't tap into those things, but it's something that is definitely something that they are always questioning, or like just not all the way for sure on. But it's not that they don't get lost in the rabbit hole or go down the rabbit hole of understanding spirituality or understanding these esoteric knowledges or these religious knowledges or whatever it is, whatever beliefs or practices that they kind of grew up on or were founded on. But they definitely are always kind of churning gears and trying to make sure of things, if that makes sense. So that's kind of like 12th house energy. And also, like I said, that can also be an energy for once you are in that rabbit hole, and once you understand and discover your beliefs of getting lost within your beliefs, getting lost within what you believe, and with that Capricorn rising, wanting to delegate or control other people's beliefs and wanting them to believe what you believe, kind of thing. So that can also be a 12th house Sagittarius energy. All right, so did I want to mention anything about the first house anymore? I think I covered the first house okay or pretty well, or all I wanted to say. The fourth house, um Aries in the fourth, Sagittarius, Aries in the fourth, or Capricorn, Aries in the fourth. Um, um, it's a family of heathens. No, I'm joking. Let me see. People, a family that just definitely was all about self-expression. Everybody may have been all about self as well with Capricorn rising, Aries in the fourth, or Capricorn rising may have felt that way, that everybody in the family was about self. But it taught the Capricorn rising a lot of things, you know what I mean? Because like I said, the Capricorn rising felt like they had to learn a lot of things for themselves, you know what I mean? Because Aries is almost like that self-starter energy. So to have that within the fourth house, a Capricorn rising always felt that they had to teach themselves or do something for themselves. So even if this was like the latchkey kid who had to, make lunch or make meals for themselves when they got home, whatever that was, they felt that they had to grow up either different from others or faster than other kids. Again, like I said, that Aries energy in the fourth house is, again, like I said, that's that fast energy of growing up fast, or a kid who is very inquisitive about the natures of life and has a lot of questions, but may not have anyone to ask those questions to, because like I said in the previous video, just the parents kind of being in and out of the home with Aries in the fourth, because the parents are hustlers, honey. They got to get their money, honey. Aries in the fourth, maybe your parents was hustling, baby. They had to get it, honey. That's that Mars energy, honey. They like anything means necessary. Like they about that dollar, honey. They gonna turn it, they gonna flip it, they gonna burn it. Like they gonna do it, honey. Like I said, they was definitely competitive, and they was about having the best of the best and doing the best of the best. And like I said, family definitely were all about, labels and name brands and things like that, but it was done subtly, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't too loud, it wasn't too crazy, it was like an Aquarius, fourth house, but it was definitely done tastefully, you know what I mean? And you definitely grew up in a very fashionable household, parents included, or you just felt that way about your roots coming up, and also about your roots coming up, whether it was the home or actually the city that you grew up in. It was a very sense of like closeness. Like this is like where I grew my baby steps. Like this is where my foundation is. Like um Aries in the fourth is also too, like I want to be a leader of not only my home but my community. Like I want my name to be known. I want, parks to be named after me, like that kind of thing. Like, I want to help the kids. I want to help, like definitely Aries energy in the fourth. Um, Also Aries in the fourth. Let's see. I was saying your mom could be a good cook, but I feel like Aries in the fourth, like y'all ate out a lot. Because it was just a lot of like, like the parents were in and out, you know what I'm saying? So it's not that y'all didn't have, food, like home cooked meals, but, you know, that was more of like a traditional thing. Like, you knew you was gonna get a good cooked meal and stuff like that on Christmas, Thanksgiving, the hitters, the holidays. But, within the home, it may have been, TV dinners, things that were fast, things that were quick, as well. And like I said, you also feel like you grew up fast. Um, Maybe parents weren't around. Maybe you spent more time with like, younger cousins, auntie, people who were younger, who just had like, uh, who was just younger. That's the best way to say it. Cause your mom was in there, it was getting that money, honey. It was hustling, baby. It's getting that money. Yeah. So let's see what else. Like I said, you could have been at odds with your parents or your mom or dad at some point in your life, definitely teenage years, but of course, who didn't? But definitely at that time when you were becoming of self or becoming an individual, so to speak. So that could definitely be something with the Capricorn rising of like, you know, having a tough time with authority and structures and things like that. Because I feel like with Aries in the fourth, you didn't have a lot of structure within the home. You know what I mean? It was just like, every man for themselves. You gotta do what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? It's what it is. And like I said, whether you were the youngest sibling or you were one of the younger siblings, you felt that you had to be in charge with that Capricorn rising. You felt that you had to take care of your other siblings or look out for or watch out for the house or, keep mama informed on what's going on, that kind of thing. Your mother could have been to herself in her room, that kind of thing with Aries in the fourth as well. Just a parent that was kind of just withdrawn a little bit emotionally. And like I said, this could have been a parent who was like, they were down for the shits. Like Aries in the fourth reminds me of that parent who was, not to say they wanted you to fight, but they definitely didn't want you to lose a fight. Like if they beat your ass, I'm gonna beat your ass. Aries in the fourth, dealing with consequences. I feel like that's definitely some like not even having that. But yeah, let's move on to the seventh house because I want to get too lost. Oh, we on 16 minutes. Jesus Christ. See, I get lost. 16 minutes. Okay. We have Cancer in the seventh, and I think I touched good on that on the last video. Capricorn rising, Cancer in the seventh. Cancer gonna help you be more emotionally stable, emotionally grounded, tap into your emotions, as well as tap into your past, tap into the things that help you be more emotionally vulnerable, see those things for what they are, who they are. Cancer makes you feel more comfortable within those places or that energy. And also with the Capricorn rising, definitely just having water energy in general, Pisces, Scorpio, though that water energy will definitely help you tap more into your emotions, as well as be able to sort through them. What else? And also just to nurture you, because Capricorn risings feel like they've had not to say feel like they have had a rough life, and they go about it like in a hard knock way. So they need somebody to understand their hardness and put a little bit of water on that thing. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so that's my part two. Gotta go. Love y'all. Thank you for watching. Peace and blessings. House of Tarot Tallahassee on Instagram. House of Tarot Tallahassee here. Again, if you want to donate, I'm down with that. Help the channel, grow the channel. I'm trying to get a camera and all that, whatever. Kaydoz 333 Venmo and Cash App. So peace and blessings. Love and light.